Okay, in one of my previous videos, I went over an overview of how to do order of operations properly in math. And I just went over some basic examples. This video is to go over like the next level of examples. So a little bit more difficulty in these two examples that I'm going to cover today. So the main thing we went over in the first order of operations video was always remembering this acronym, PEMDAS. This can help you to really remember the proper order of operations and how to go about solving your expressions and equations. So we're going to start off always with PEMDAS, and let's start with number 5, our example number 5 here. So for number 5, we've got in parentheses 8 minus 2. We've got all that times 2. All of that over 2 plus 2 squared. So lots of operations going on here. Where do we start? We start with PEMDAS. We start with the P, okay? So with P, P stands for parentheses, okay? So in the parentheses, we have 8 minus 2, which is 6. So I always rewrite my steps after I do one. If I change one thing, I rewrite what I now have. So I now have up top in the numerator, I have 6 times 2. In my denominator, I haven't messed with anything, so I still have 2 plus 2 squared. So that's what I now have after just doing the P in PEMDAS for parentheses. Okay, now I don't have any more parentheses, so I'm going to my E in PEMDAS, which is exponents. Okay, there is an exponent right here, 2 squared, right? So that's what I need to change next. So I'm not changing my numerator. I still have 6 times 2 up there. But I have now, instead of 2 plus 2 squared, I have 2 plus 4 because 2 squared is 4. Okay, so I've done exponents. There are no more exponents that I see. My next is the next letter, M, for multiplication. Okay, I do see multiplication up in the numerator, 6 times 2. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite what I have in the numerator. Now I have 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, and now that's over 2 plus 4 in the denominator still. Okay, so far I'll cross out, let's see, I've done parentheses, exponents, multiplication. I have division now. Okay, this fraction symbol shows me, or that tells me to divide, right? So it's really saying 12 divided by 2 plus 4. But when you have, this is one exception for going in this order, I'm actually going to want to add here first. I'm going to want to add the 2 plus 4 that is in the denominator, because when you have a big fraction like this, you want to simplify your numerator and denominator before you do any division. So that's one exception to the normal order of operations that we've been following. So I'm going to actually add first to simplify that denominator. So now I've got 12 over 2 plus 4 is 6. And now I can look at division, because that's all I have left. 12 divided by 6, we know, is 2. Okay? So there are exceptions to this order of operations, and one of those is if you have a big fraction like we had, you've got to simplify the both top and bottom, the numerator and denominator, before you divide. Okay, next and last example for this video is number 6 on the right side here. So we've got 5 plus, in parentheses, 6 minus 3 to the second power minus 3 minus 3 in parentheses. Okay, so 2 different sets of parentheses here. So which set of parentheses do we address first? Okay, that's because we know, okay, PEMDAS, we start with parentheses, but we have 2 sets here. Always start, it's just a good habit to start from moving left to right, just like you're reading a book. So we're going to start with the parentheses that's to the most to the left, okay, which is this 6 minus 3. All right, so let's rewrite what we got. So we've got 5 now plus 6 minus 3 is 3 squared minus, and we still have 3 minus 3 in parentheses there. So the only thing we changed was the 6 minus 3 turned into a 3. And so instead of 6 minus 3 squared, it's 3 squared. All right, so we're still going through PEMDAS, but we still have another set of parentheses before we can move on to the next step in PEMDAS of exponents. We still have to address what's in parentheses on the other set. So now if we do that, we got 5 plus 3 squared minus, well, 3 minus 3 is 0. So minus 0 there. Okay, so now we can go to the next step in PEMDAS, which is E for exponents. Okay, I do have an exponent over the 3. So 3 squared is 9, because 3 times 3. So 5 plus 9 minus 0 now. Okay, so keep following PEMDAS, right? I've got parentheses done, exponents done. Is there any multiplication? No. Is there any division? Nope. Is there addition? Yes. Okay, and is there subtraction? Oh, there's both. So if there's addition and subtraction, again, always, which one do you address first? You address left to right. So start with, if a subtraction was starting on the left, you do that first. If addition was on the left, which it is, we're going to then start with that. So because addition comes as we move left to right, it comes before the subtraction, we're going to do that first. So 5 plus 9 is 14. So now we have 14 minus 0, which we know is 14.